All right. Good afternoon, everyone. From Mendaki Development Program, my name is Ashraf Mustafa, and I am from Majulah Community. I hope you all had a great start of the session, the first half of the session. And today, right now, we'll have our guest speaker with us, Mr. Baihakki Khaizan, to share a little bit about himself
Hello,
and
hello,
his story. Yeah. So
hello
before
everyone.
we get into the talk show in a way, just like to introduce Mr. Baihakki. Baihakki Khaizan is our Singapore national footballer who has played in several clubs locally and overseas in countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. He has won the Malaysian Super League in 2013, the AFF Championship three times, and won a SEA Games bronze medal in 2007. He has also won the S League Young Player of the Year award in 2003 and was voted the best defender by the Football Association of Malaysia in 2013. So, welcome, Baihakki
Hello,
Khaizan.
hello.
Uh, Thank you for
Hi,
joining us today and spending
hi,
time with us. Um,
sure.
just to kick things off, just like to ask, how did you start your footballing career, and what are some of the challenges you faced along your footballing journey?
Well, football career started back in, let's go back to 2003. That's when start. I got my first professional contract with Geylang United Football Club. So it was a very memorable year, I can say, because 2003. I always felt that 2003 is really special for me. Uh, I I I have lots of great memories there. A lot of things happen. Like first time. Like for example, 2003 first time that I got professional contract for football. 2003 also first time I got called up for the national team. First time I won the Young Player of the Year. First time I got endorsed by Nike as well. So every first time happens in 2003. So yeah, it was really a special year, and that's where I took off my career bit by bit, alhamdulillah, until today. Challenges, yes, of course, there's a lot of challenges. We can go all the way back to my youth days, again, like what I was sharing, staying with 13 or 14 people in one HDB 3 room flat. It wasn't easy. I wasn't get I didn't start a good life, basically. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. It was all hard work. It was all hope. It was all belief. It was all like, let's see, you know. So I'm living in those kinds of bubbles during those years, and alhamdulillah, I managed to go through some of the toughest hurdles that during my younger days and during my youth days as well. And well, likewise during my grown up days as well. I mean, there's a lot of challenges every day. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so I think you mentioned about some of the challenges you faced. Um, have you ever at any point kind of doubted yourself? Like, is this really the best path for me? And what do you do when you face those doubts?
Okay, before I touch into that, let's go back to uh, during my time in in Jurong East, in my family's place, where 14 of us stays. Back then, when I was like about, say, I think about 9 years old, 10 years old, you can hear something beeping, is it? No, nothing, right? It's okay, right? Because there's messages coming in. Sorry, you guys didn't hear any ping, right? No, right? Okay, good. Sorry. Yeah, back in those days, in Jurong East, so that's where I grew up, and my arwah took back then, my late grandfather, big passionate guy, very nice guy, very, he won't forget us, because I lost my dad at when I was 3 years old. So from then on, uh, our family stayed with my mother's family, which is inclusive of my uncles and my granddad, my grandma, and all. So fast forward, till the day that I'm supposed to go for a trial, okay, for Geylang United. So there was a trial. Everybody was talking about it. So people, like my friends, were like very excited about it. I stay in Jurong East. The trial is in Bedok Stadium, and it's like at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. So all of us like,
Oh.
all of us get up at like 5:30, 5:36. So we need to make our way to Bedok, right? So I believe your grandparents as well those days. 5:30 a.m. most of them wake up already, right? They do their stuff, they prepare for prayers. You can hear the kettle sound of boiling hot water and stuff. So that's when I wake up. For the first time I wake up the same timing as them. And they start to question me, where are you going? And I cannot say anything lah. I try to keep a secret to them because I don't know whether they agree to it or not. Me as a young boy leaving at 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning, that must be something crucial, right? You must question him, right? So yeah, I told him, I said, oh no, I'm going to the toilet. So yeah, I go to the toilet, I bathe, I shower, and he asked me again, where are you going? Why are you showering? So then my mom wakes up. So apparently everybody wakes up because of me. Then my mom asked me, say, where are you going at this hour? Then because of her voice that gets everybody's attention, then my late grandpa also start to voice up, like because I didn't tell them where am I going. Then my mom keep questioning, where are you going? I said, Ma, I told her in secret. I entered the room. I said, I'm going for a football trial. I need to be there at 7:30 or 8 a.m. in the morning. Then my mom was like, are you crazy? You want to go Bedok? Blah, blah, blah. All this sound start to, because it's echoish, the whole house can hear. And my grandfather straight away entered the room. I said, bye. You go back to your bed. Go and sleep now. Nonsense of you telling us that you are playing football at this age. So that was the message that he bluntly told me right smack to my face. And it's not that I take it negatively. Back then, of course, as a kid, I was so disappointed. My heart was broken. I felt that I don't have support from my own family, So I have to create a plan B. Sorry if this is a bit long-sighted.
Yeah.
I created a plan B because I know that 6:45, my grandpa will leave for work. Normally, what he did before going for work, he will wake each one of us up. So the three of us, myself, my elder sister, and my younger brother. He will wake three of us up, and he will never fail. Every day, he will take $1 coin for each of us. He will just like, hey, this is your $1. Hey, this is your $1. Hey, this is your $1. So then when he signaled me, I know that he's going off. I was fake. I slept like I fakely lah. I make a fake lah. So I slept, just waiting for him to go. And there he goes. He went out for work. There I am packing my bag, running to the interchange and start taking the train. I was late for the trial though. Yeah, but that was one thing that as a kid, it pushes me, like, hey, my granddad says this, hey, my uncle says this, hey, my mother says this, that kind of thing. It's not really kind of a revenge, but it's if you look at it, it all starts in the mind. I'm not saying that my mind works perfectly, but it's just that somehow this kind of things start playing in your, you start to illusionize things and stuff. So if you take it positively, then your actions shows. You start to show results and you start to show progress and whatnot. And alhamdulillah, even all right. I got into the team, and when I got my jerseys, when you got selected, they give you a bag full of stuff, jerseys, shorts, and whatnot. So when I brought back my bag home, everybody starts questioning, hey, what is this? What is this new shirt? What is this new jersey? well, which team are you playing for? They have no idea. So yeah, it goes on bit by bit until they like start to accept me lah. When I entered the national team, youth team, my first trip was to go to Thailand, Hat Yai. It was a 13-hour bus ride. It's not glamorous at all. So that was my first trip, and the nice part of it is everybody in the family, my uncle, my auntie, every one of us like put in $10 each, like 10 from him, 20 from her, 15 from whoever. So just for the sake of me wanting me to go to Hat Yai, like in the end I got like a mere $150 to last for a 12-day trip, So everything is being paid for lah, basically. So it's just like shopping money and stuff. So I bought them, shirt like Thailand, ada gajah and the elephant and whatnot, all the touristy shirts and stuff. So they start to appreciate, and that's how I got my blessings to play football. Yeah.
So like, I think it's nice how you mentioned like what's very important is having like this positive kind of mindset, right? Even though
correct.
it bring you down, but
it's not easy just to say, hey, just be positive, you'll be all right. No, it's not as easy as that. It takes a lot of stages, I feel. The very important stage that can make it or break it is your surroundings. Like I mentioned earlier on, it's the surrounding that makes you. Trust me. It's not 100% makes you, but you will tend to become one of them. Like the saying says, if you mix with someone who sells perfumes, one day you will sell perfumes, because every day you are addicted to all that. So if you mix with someone who gambles, you will gamble, something like that. So it's just a saying to put it nicely lah. So as for myself, I told myself that I always want to play football. I don't know how hard it's gonna get. I joined every tournament, name it, Topper Cup lah, this cup lah, that cup, just to be somewhere, just to go somewhere. Hopefully I can go somewhere, but that somewhere has yet to come. At the later stage. So talking about positivity again, number one, it's always family. Family is the one that will give you. I can guarantee you that your family will always want the best for you. Come on, tell me which family member will want to destroy you? No one. I will give everything for my kid. Everyone wants to give their best for their children. So that's number one. Number two is your surrounding. Your surrounding. If you keep having negative vibes around you, then you will keep on whining and finding excuses and whatnot. Better don't. That's why for me, I choose to stay alone. I choose to chase my goals alone. I don't have much friends back then. Yes, I have friends here and there, but not really someone which I really share everything with. I just stay focused, and this is what I want. I just go through every wall that I can. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing kind of your whole footballing journey, starting from when you were even at home, to your first trial. I think that's really, very, very nice.
Sometimes these kids, I mean, not only football, if whatever fields that they are in, or whichever sector that their goal is, one day. I hope my story, they can pick some parts of it and relate to them, So it's not only football. It doesn't have to necessarily be football only. Yeah.
Okay, so we can look at some of the questions that the students sent. All of you have sent in. There's quite a number of amazing questions. So we'll start with the first one. This is I'm a youngster looking for advice if I should continue playing football or stop and focus on education. My coaches say I can make it far, but my parents disagree. So what if there's an advice that you would give him? What would it be?
I totally can understand that question, because that question comes in today's generation, in today's era of living. Back then is no. Back then is you want to play football, you play football properly. go for it, 1000%, forget everything. That's the mindset back then, you know. Yeah, eventually there are some who didn't make it. There are some who like about to start and didn't make it due to injuries and stuff like that. Sometimes in life we cannot predict everything as how we want it to be. Sometimes there's surprises along the way. There's unfortunate things happen, and sometimes when bad things happen to you, it turns out to be good later. And you understand, you can't predict anything. You can't predict the next day you can put the food on the table as well. So coming back to the question is, what I can say to that guy is, well, I totally understand him. Today's world, not only his parents, my parents, myself as well. I'm a father of 3. My son next year PSLE. PSLE. We are now the kiasu parents. Like you must win, you must you must pass, you must do well, you must this, you must that. Understand? I want you to become pilot. I want you to be. This is a norm for every parent right now. They want to see their children successful. But I also told my wife, I said, look, this is the thing that I've agreed on with. I said, let him play football. If he wants to play football, be it serious or be it temporary, let him be, because this is what he wants. Because I believe so that sports, playing sports, it allows you to build certain applications in you, in yourself. Things like confidence, things like macam, okay, egoistic. Sometimes these are like positive challenges, like positive arrogance, like teamwork, communication, leadership. So these are things that you build through sports. Like you can't go for one course and I want you to have confidence. Cannot, right? Yeah. So coming back to him, sorry, it's a bit long. What I can say is, I would have the same view as your parents as well. I believe your parents wants you to do well academically, and let me assure you that if you can balance both football and studies, that will be perfect. That will be the most perfect plan ever, because you got a chance to do it. I can't. For me back then, it's just about the surface. Okay, let me just pass my N level and that's it. That's my minimum requirement. Because back then, parents, we don't really, those days, parents just happy with N level. They're just stagnant. We are very stagnant people back then. But now, if you what is he? Is he in secondary school right now?
Secondary school, yes.
Yeah, you got a chance right now. You got a chance right now to bring up the level. Okay, you pass your N level, pass your O level, go into diploma, and at the same time you try, because now multitasking is everything in today's generation. You see, last time, people always, okay, what do you work as? Oh, I'm a postman. That's it. I'm a postman. Today, 8 a.m. until 2, I'm a postman. 3 until 4, I drive Grab. 5 until you understand? So I'm a teacher. I'm a tutor back then. So I'm a tutor. So they will do odd jobs in today's times. So I believe you can do it as well. Put all the excuses away. If you are focused, if you have a map, you have a plan with you, inshallah things can work out. And number one, get your studies sorted out first. At the same time, get your football ready. That's all I can say.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for that advice. So the next question we have here, I'm always facing struggles and I can't seem to overcome them. How did you overcome yours?
Okay, I can understand that. It's a no-brainer if I can say that I overcome it by just overnight. It doesn't happen like that. Again, it comes in stages. Whatever that you guys are facing, you must, number one, accept the problem. Whatever the problem is, accept it. You must first learn how to accept the problem. For example, okay, like I failed my exam. Sometimes people will say that, hey, then dia tak terima, dia cakap, hey, I study what, I this what, I do tuition, I do this, I do that, I do this. Still, I feel. Number one, you got to put all that aside, be alone, start to absorb the mistake first. When you absorb the mistake, that's when you are at the right frame of mind. I believe so. When you accept your mistakes, you will be at the right frame of mind. When you are at the right frame of mind, you can think better. You leave all this evil and all negativity away, then you can start thinking. One thing about us, I can say, I'm so sorry to mention this, not about racism or whatnot. Our community, kita tak boleh ditegur. You faham? Kita ni susah macam, alamak, if we don't do something well, kita takut, alamak, nanti this guy label us this, alamak, that guy will label me this, that guy will, alamak, malu, you know. So this one, ini is the number one punca of failure, malu. Try to slowly put this aside. Again, that's why I say, when you malu, at the end of the day, who you mix with, that's very important. Comes back to your social circle. Kalau you bercampur dengan orang, kalau you bercampur dengan your circle who are very positive people, even you fail pun, they will support you. Betul tak? Correct tak? Am I right to say that? If you have negative people around you, once you fail, that's it, they ketawakan you. They laugh at you, they make fun of you, they make jokes of you, they label you day by day until it's stuck to you, you know. So that's the thing. I'm not saying that throw away your friends. No, it's not that. It's just that you must know these friends are for what. Like for me personally, I have friends. I have laughing friends. I have business friends. I have friends that I want to sit down at kedai kopi and just laugh about anything because I feel so macam rimas, you know. I need to go out and I need to meet these people. It's not that I'm making use of them. No, it's just that they are my friends. They are this kind of friends. So you must know what you want yourself for at that moment. So coming back to that about overcoming stress and overcoming all that. Still, I believe today's generation also, you know, when you want something or you feel you didn't get something, you go and start talking to friends. You can talk to friends. It's not wrong. But the best still, number one, consultation doctor is your parents. Your family members, they will give you the best advice. Trust me. It's a matter of kadang kita ego, I can understand. Kita ego, we don't want to share with our family. Kita rasa macam tak kena lah, you know, this topic. But rest assured, trust me, at the end of the day, when you are out there in trouble, you first call your family. So try to relate more with them. In any subject, anything, trust me, you will feel more better. You will feel much, much better. And inshallah, along the way, you can find the cure of whatever that you are, the trouble that you are facing.
Okay.
I hope that answered the question. It's pretty neither here nor there, but it's about all these elements that you have to get into together. Then you will find peace. Like just now I mentioned, you need to when you want to find peace, you need to settle yourself first. You know.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that it does answer the question. The next one that we have here, this is like the highest voted one so far. Do religious commitments prevent you from achieving your dreams? What are your thoughts on that?
Religion, as in as a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Does it prevent religious commitments prevent you from achieving your dreams? Yeah.
Okay. That's why the word commitments tu macam whether the commitment is like what, dia jadi mufti ke atau dia jadi ustaz ke, then dia nak chase for other dreams or macam mana?
I think it's more macam like the basic requirements.
Okay, understand. As a Muslim, can you can you kerjakan all this?
Yes,
understand. Okay. Again, I don't want to be an ustad here, but I don't want to sound like an ustad, but again, Allah doesn't stop you from becoming rich. Okay. Even our Prophet Muhammad, kawan-kawan dia, teman-teman dia, sahabat-sahabat dia, semua kaya-kaya belaka. Every one of them ada harta-harta masing-masing. They are all rich. Semua orang-orang Arab semua kaya. You can be a millionaire. Alhamdulillah, my mother always tell me this. They say, "Baik, if you go to Mecca or if you solat in your doa, you want to be a millionaire, can? You ask Allah, you can. You say, but your doa must always be this. Ya Allah, I want to become a millionaire. Make me a millionaire. Jadikan aku seorang jutawan yang dermawan." That's what my mother always tell me. So you don't forget. Jadikan aku seorang jutawan yang dermawan. Because at the end of the day, it goes back to the ummah, it goes back to the people for course of life, of our everyday life. Back to the question again, jaga our commitment. Alhamdulillah, if you are focused, again, at the end of the day, it's all about focus. It's all about getting it right. Okay, we are required to solat 5 times a day. I have teammates, kita national team, whenever we go away, we go abroad, Alhamdulillah kita dapat jaga kita punya solat malam kita, timing kita, whether kita nak jamak kasar kita, Alhamdulillah kita dapat jaga. So again, at the end of the day, it's about your commitment. It's about knowing what to do first and what to do second. Obviously, when it comes to solat, yes, we solat. When the thing about us is one thing I want to touch on. One thing yang kekurangan community kita, sorry to say this. We tend to mix up culture and religion. You must know what is culture and what is religion. Religion punya pegangan and culture. Macam culture, kita orang-orang Melayu suka macam babitkan culture and then menakut-nakutkan, thinking that it's haram and it's halal and whatnot. You understand? So I think I'm not the best person to say about this. For me, the question says that can we go further with as a Muslim? Yes, why not? I say kita jaga kita solat kita. In fact, if our niat is right, whatever that we want to do, we want to be successful with what? If your niat is right, inshallah, it can happen. I truly believe it, because Alhamdulillah, in football, because of football, let me share with you. Because of football, I get to travel around the world. Trust me, it's not because of my education. It's not because of what. It's because of football. And because of football, and because of me getting the chance to travel around the world, I get to meet a lot of people. I get to meet presidents of this company, of that company. I get to meet macam relief, face to face. I get to meet ministers. Alhamdulillah. It's not something for us to, it's not something boastful, but bila lagi you nak jumpa orang-orang ni? If you are a normal citizen, you jumpa Monday, you meet the MP session, Understand? But by playing football, I can sit with SR Naden dengan president and stuff like that. Alhamdulillah, it's a gift. But at the end of the day, how you use that gift. If you use it wrongly, then bad things will occur to you. Correct or not?
Yeah.
So if your nawaitu is right, you have to balance. Trust me, the best of life is balance yourself as a Muslim and to chase for whatever you want. Inshallah, go for it. I support you. Seriously, I support you. Don't care what people say. People say, oh, living as a Muslim has to be sederhana and whatnot. I say yes. You can achieve whatever you want, but jangan riak. Jangan riak, jangan bongkak. If you have more, give to the less, the less fortunate. So this is what it's all about. Life is in circles. Whatever, you are up, you go down. You go down, you go up. So it's like that. I hope that answers the question. Say, macam Dr. Zaki naik. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah. But it does. I mean, you have been sharing about how it's important to kind of balance things, right, from the start. You mentioned about schools and your passion, and similarly, life and religion is something that you have to balance also, kan?
Of course.
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah. Okay, so we are almost coming closer to the end of the session.
Dah habis. Okay,
Unfortunately, there are
okay.
many questions that we didn't get to ask, but you don't all of it. The students, you all don't have to worry. After this, the questions that we didn't get to answer, we will get Baihakki to have. We'll be doing a video with Baihakki, and we will share this on our social media, so you can check it out later. Okay. So
I'll
one
try my
last.
best. I'll try my best to answer.
So one final question that we will have for Baihakki. This is the question that I
Question of
think
the
quite a
day.
lot of times that come out. And the key word here for many questions is the word motivation.
Yeah.
So, do you have any words of encouragement or motivation that you would like to give to the younger generation?
Okay. To motivate yourself, it's not as easy as okay, you motivate and you go out there and you get it done. It has to. Sometimes certain people need different kinds of motivation. Some people, they need something bad to happen to them, then they realize that, hey, this is a motivation for me. You understand? Like for myself, just to share a bit, when I got Moza, when Moza was born, when I knew already during the pregnancy that the hand was not there, the hand will never grow. So when she was born, when I first hold her on my arms, when I feel her arm is moving, kira rubbing my ribs tau. Kan tangan dia tak ada tangan kan kanan. So start rubbing my ribs. I was like telling myself, then after that, bila dia membesar tu, dia jatuh. Dia asyik jatuh. Tapi dia bangun. Dia jatuh, dia bangun. Dia jatuh, dia bangun. I keep telling myself, dia ada satu tangan. Dia budak. Dia boleh tie shoelace. You know, it's as easy as we can say, alah, tie shoelace je. But, you know now, how much of a challenge is that? It's out of the world now. You boleh buat seorang. I tried to do with one hand, but I struggle. Whatever that she can do. So that alone, sometimes I always use her as my motivation. I kept video recordings of her during bila dia toddler. Her videos of those days bila dia jatuh. Because every time dia jatuh, sini dia akan benjol. Sini dia akan bengkak. Because always jatuh to the right. Dia tak balance dia jatuh on the right. Sini tak pernah apa-apa. Because on the right yang kurang balance. So that, looking at all that, it like burns me. It's like macam like I want to punch the wall already. So that's my motivation. So that is my version of motivation. Like I need to look at my daughter's video. I need to look into all these things, these little less fortunate things. That pushes me lah. Also back in apa tu? Okay, never mind. So these are the things that so-called like macam burns me up, give me fire before game. Like sometimes I got red card, I got yellow card, I whatever lah. It all happens in a game. I quarrel with the opponent team, all that kind of thing happen. It's all because of this particular video, and it helps me in my game. Yeah, I won this, I won that. Alhamdulillah, I use the good out of it. I don't use the bad side of it. Okay. Again, motivation is something that you need to have self-belief. At the end of the day, you must remember you are born. You are born equally as right as anybody else. Nobody is bigger than you. Nobody is smaller than you. Yes, your parents are there. That's when the word respect is born. You have to respect them. Other than that, yes, of course, as a Muslim, you need to keep up your Muslim image. You have to respect others as well. So that's normal in life. Motivation is something that you look upon. You need to. It's like talking to yourself. Sometimes it's like talking to the mirror. Really, is how is what we do also. Like for me, I like to watch videos. I like to watch macam motivational videos. Sometimes it gives me a picture of what I lack. Like I need someone to push me. Sometimes I have that feeling macam tak best lah sorang-sorang. Macam I need someone to push me. I need someone to scold me. I need someone, that's how like I can go higher. Because if nobody watch me, susah sih. I need someone to like sorry, vulgar me also, no problem. I need someone to like maki me also. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I use this word, but yeah, these are the kind of things. But if you want a better prospect, or a better version of it, uh, try going through videos. Macam I watch like sports videos. I watch Pursuit of Happiness. I watch all these motivation videos. I watch last eve that Al Pacino guy as well. Yeah. Very, very, very motivated, very like have a purpose, At the end of the day, what's your purpose in this life? What you want. Yeah. And also, just last but not least, try to appreciate little things. And why I say this, because Alhamdulillah, I get the chance to play in Indonesia. I get the chance to play in Thailand and in Malaysia. My brothers and sisters, trust me on this. The worst situation we can be in Singapore, trust me, is the best for any one of them out there. Living in cardboards. They live in mud tau. Kesian. Really kesian. I went to the villages of Indonesia and in Thailand. That's why when they get to play football, they are so motivated. Because why? It changed their life. It changes their life 360. That's why they work so hard. One thing about us, I'm not trying to... I'm blaming myself and I'm blaming my younger generation. I will blame my kids as well. Because they must learn how to understand the word appreciate. So not many will help you. In Singapore, we have many things. We have many association that can help you with whatever. Appreciate, guys. This is one thing that we lack. Trust me. If you start to appreciate little things, you will be happier. All these unnecessary thoughts of yours won't start bothering you. So, look at your parents. Look at your parents, how much they sacrifice for you. Stay away from all these drugs, whatever nonsense. Stay away. This tattooing and whatnot. Really, is when I see these boys lepak, I just don't understand what they want. Really, like it frustrates me, sometimes. But okay, so everybody have a choice in life. But if you don't realize now, that's it. Your life, you're gonna go prison. Don't go that way. Go the halal way. Go the better way. Trust me. So I hope, this ends my final piece of advice. I don't know if this is the right way, but I hope it reaches you.
Yeah. I think just to kind of summarize like what you mentioned, right? The entire thing. One is of course like to be focused and disciplined. You also shared about being positive, having not just being positive, but being in a positive environment. And last but not least, always appreciate the little things, right?
True.
Yeah.
That's what will make you one day.
Yeah. So thank you so much for spending time with us. We would love to spend more time with you. Unfortunately, we cannot.
I have 14 days.
So the rest of the questions we will try to get Baihakki to answer after the live stream, so you can watch it on our social media. Yeah. So other than that, thank you Baihakki for joining us, and hopefully we can.
No worries. Anytime. I hope this words reaches you on the right frame of mind. If not, if you don't learn anything, don't listen. If you learn something, absorb. I wish the best for all of you. All right.
Yeah. All right. So kita wave. Bye bye guys. We'll see you again next time.
Bye bye.